Hey folks, I'm Mike. Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/Inkdependence. It keeps this blog ad-free. Hello folks, we've got another unboxing. This is like Christmas week with all the unboxings that are coming and going. This one is from JetPens, and it is a pretty big JetPens bag, or box actually. And it got here earlier than I thought it was going to. Everything's getting here earlier, which is nice. So, I don't even have to break out the giant terrible knife. Let's pull this right here. So this is from JetPens. As I said, I teased this on my live broadcast. You know, if you haven't been catching the live shows, I hear they're a lot of fun. I show up. There's a bunch of pen folks that show up. We talk about pens. Sometimes we talk about not pens. We've got all kinds of stuff that we do. Those are usually on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So, you know, come hang out. Those will be great. And it'll be nice to see more folks there. So here's some bubbly wrap things. I may have gone a little wild with the JetPens not too long ago. So this box over here. I may have gone a little bit wild with the JetPens, but I don't feel bad. I do like some JetPens. So let's see what we have here. Let's start with the big bundle here. And this is at least, well, this is a couple things. Yep, right here. So a little while ago, got the Hobonichi Techo, which is this little guy right here. And I've been, as you can see, sort of setting it up with a little bit of washi tape, and I'm throwing in some stickers. I'm got some book darts going on here for various things, you know, to mark sections and that kind of stuff. But as I've been setting it up, I've been thinking, you know, I don't know if this is really going to be for me. So I've been looking for, at least not as like a daytime planner, because I really need to be able to look at my planner and see a week is my feeling. And so Audrey was doing some JetPens looking at various planners and that sort of thing, because she's a big fan of planners too. And she sent me a text and was like, "Hey Mike, check out this thing." And so I did, and this thing, like, it seems like it might be perfect for me. Oh. Weird. I didn't mean to get two of those. Did I order two? Ha! I ordered two. Well, good job, Mike. These right here are actually little Mimosini pads from Moraman. An old Moraman. If you're not familiar with Moraman, get familiar with Moraman because they're kind of great. 30 weeks. Well, actually, this is about a year, so that's good. I'm glad I got two, it turns out. And he's got lines here to fold these back, so they'll fold over the top. There we go. And then this is really meant to be a weekly planner, so it gives you months, weeks, a slight to-do bit here, and then these are all the days and such. So that's pretty cool. Speedy style. I like it. I actually didn't mean to order two, but it turns out since I've got 30 sheets each and there are 52 weeks in the year, maybe this will be a good idea. But these are actually smaller than I thought they were going to be. That's kind of a good size, I guess. It'll be good for like in front of your keyboard or whatever. You can see my keyboard is set up over here. It's kind of vertical. The angle here is a little bit weird because I had to be able to get stuff in the shot along with me. Let me move this over just a little bit. Yeah, that's good too. And I have to reach around a tripod. It's a whole thing. All right, so a couple of Mimosini's weekly planners. So that's cool. Those were my original fix for my I need to see everything in a week at a glance. And then this is the other fix for that problem. What are you? Later. This is the other fix for that problem, and this is the Jabun Techo 2018 thing from, let's see, who makes this? This is Kokyo. And so this is three things all in one big thing. I don't want to show too much of it because I might do a like a more thorough look at it later, but let's at least open it up and see what we're working with here. And this was not particularly cheap. It was about 50 bucks. But it ought to last for quite a while, and thank you for all the Patreon folks for hooking me up with Patreon stuff every month. I used Patreon money to buy this. This sort of shows you what's going on in here, and the reason I hesitated on this before, I did actually see it, but most of this book is in Japanese, and that's the only drawback for me because I don't read Japanese. But I think enough of it's going to be in English that that's not a problem. This is a writing board with an elastic on it, so you can keep it behind your current day, and it'll like help you bring up the current day you're on. And this shows you the three things we've got going on here in this planner. Firstly, it's got three books basically inside this one cover, which is neat. So the big one goes in the middle, and this is the sort of daily planner. Oh, 2 ribbons, nice. My Hobonichi Techo came with no ribbons, which was irritating. But they expect you to get a cover, and this kind of comes with a cover. It's like a plasticky cover with a couple of pockets front and back, but I think that's going to be enough. And really, I think it's just to hold these things together. So this one is called the, I closed it. Let's see, the diary. They call this a diary because it's got a monthly and weekly schedule thing going on. So you've got your whole week at a glance. I think that's pretty dope. I like this, like the subtle color coding. For Monday's light blue, and then Saturday and Sunday are slightly different colors. The middle of the week is a slightly different color. This is all Tomoe River paper in here too, which is really nice. So good paper. On the other side of this, we have the Life book, which has all kinds of stuff. So we've got a wish list, which might be good for me because I am chronically bad at figuring out what I want to get for Christmas or what I want to do. I'm bad at coming up with wishes. We've got personal motto, which is kind of fun. That's a lot of motto, but maybe I'll come up with a bunch of mottos. Maybe this is a place I can record like short quotes and stuff I want to use for writing samples in reviews, or just, you know, because I have a few of these sitting around. So like, where do I have stuff? Everybody's don't compare your first draft to somebody else's final draft. What you measure is what you find. Like I've got a lot of these little quippy things I like having around. Life plan. I'm actually not sure what this is for because I can't read any of this, but I'll come up with something or not. I think there's actually an English translation on JetPens.com. Then you have these interesting pages, which are for anniversaries. So these are things like birthdays, like literal anniversaries, things that happen every year, which are pretty cool. Some of these are highlighted. So this is April 29th. I'm not sure why that's highlighted. What's highlighted here? The 11th of February. I'm not sure. Maybe those are Japanese holidays. I'll have to look them up, but I don't really know. Anyway, so May anniversaries, June, those are pretty cool. News, family news, world news, and these are all for, I mean, it says age 25 to 29. I don't know what that means exactly. That's interesting. Anyway, this is a Japanese travel map, which I probably won't use. I probably won't go to Japan. Oh, that would be pretty dope. World travel map, look at all this stuff. I'm not sure what this My News stuff is, but it's interesting. This is for Lifetime, so maybe I'm supposed to like write in important stuff when they happen. I don't know. I'll have to start in the middle, I guess. Interesting. How far does it go? It goes to 99. It goes to 99. When you're 99, you can't use this book anymore. But this one, I think you're meant to take forward through different iterations of this book and really only replace the middle bit because that's the one that's numbered with particular dates. Emergency contact list. All right, cool stuff. So that the Life one, I think you're meant to carry through, while the 2018 one, the diary stuff here, is really just supposed to be, for 1 year. And in the back, you have this idea journal, which is basically, I think, this is just a journal, just to write stuff down, to take notes in, all that kind of thing. And this feels like pretty nice paper. I know one of these has a different paper in it. I don't remember which. I think it's the grid memo that has a different one of the Kokio's papers in there. But this does look pretty nice, and at first blush, I am really liking it. So we'll see how that goes for the year. Let's put this guy in here. We'll say today is that day. Is that hold closed? Yeah, pretty good. Might have to go a different way, but yeah, all right, good. Good. All right, so that's one thing. This was the majority of the purchase, actually, and the real reason I put the cart together. And then the last thing I have is this, which is a little pencil pad, what do you call it? Like a writing pad, basically, for the Hobonichi Techo. It's got the today thing on there. It slots right in there, and then you don't have to have as much trouble finding the particular day, which I was kind of worried about. So this is like $4, and hopefully it'll be cool. Also, it gives you a little bit of something else to push on, so you're not pushing straight through that Tomoe River paper. All right. And then this just came with this. So I'll stick this back in the pocket. It's interesting that this cover has so many little pockets built into it, and they're different directions. This one actually goes. Oh, I can't because I haven't taken that off. All right, let's get this out of the way. All kinds of nice bubble wrap. What's in here? Nothing. More bubble wrap. All right, and then I have a few other things here that I threw in as well, because if you're getting something from JetPens, you might as well get several things from JetPens. So I got some inks because they have some inks that I don't really get otherwise. So let's see what I ended up getting. This one is, oh, interesting. This is the Nemocene ink. This is a new ink that's out. Nemocene has been making pens and such. You can barely see. Probably. There we go. The Nemocene word there. And a lot of people have been asking me to review some of these inks, and honestly, they don't look super interesting to me except for this one. Come on. There we go. This one looks pretty nice, and that's what it looks like. Of course, I got the orange one. This is Solar Storm, which is kind of an orangey yellow ink. The other ones looked kind of undersaturated and kind of unimpressive to me, but we'll see how this one goes, and if it behaves really well, maybe I'll check out some of the others. These are about $8, so not particularly cheap. 8 or 10? Anyway, something like that. So not particularly cheap, but not super expensive either. It looks like a nice bottle. Comes in a nice box. It's actually better than I expected for Nemocene, which makes kind of cheap pens, I think. I don't have any Nemocene pens, but anyway. All right. Let's see. Can I get into this? Yes, I can. Cool. And this, I've said on the live broadcast a couple of times that I'm not a big fan of J. Herbin inks, but this one, which I would destroy if I tried to... Lyra Sauvage? I don't even know. I think it's Green Ivy is what this is supposed to be, and I've been told that this is the one that will make me like J. Herbin inks again. Usually for me, J. Herbin inks are really undersaturated and just kind of weak sauce. But I hear this one is very good, and I do like greens, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'll give it a shot, J. Herbin lovers. And then lastly, you might be able to tell from the shape, this is either a Diamine Anniversary ink, or it is a Califolio ink, and that second one would be correct. This is another Califolio ink that I'll be having on the blog soon. I can't stop hearing about Califolio Andronopal, which is not really in my color wheelhouse, because it is apparently a violently bright pink. But I will use it for some stuff. I will definitely use it in pens and review it. It does look beautiful in this bottle. I really like these bottles and how they go together and that sort of thing. So anyways, this is my second Califolio ink. Check these out on JetPens as well. All right. So side note, I bought all this stuff. This is not a. This is all from Patreon. So hey, if you haven't become a patron yet, think about maybe being a patron because it helps me bring cool stuff to the blog, kind of guilt-free. Which does keep me from buying some stuff. I'm like, I don't know, I shouldn't buy that. But if I have Patreon money for it, then it's for the blog. And I promise your money will be used for blog stuff and blog adjacent stuff like camera and recording equipment and that kind of jazz. All right, so that's it from this JetPens haul. I got 3 inks. I got 2 weekly notepads. I got these plannering things. So... do please go check out the Patreon if you haven't already. Every dollar helps keep the blog going and getting new stuff to show off on these videos and to review later on. So keep your eye out for reviews for these things coming up in the near future. I'll probably wait a little bit on the Jabun Techo because I want to get to using it. But at first glance, if you're on the fence about these, it does look really good. So I will be back with more about that in the nearish future as we set up our yearly stuff for this. And I think actually this might start now. This might actually have started in November. Let me check. This is interesting. This actually is a thing that shows you how to set it up potentially. With all kinds of lines and arrows, and I don't know what any of this says. I know that JetPens actually has an English translation for a lot of this, but it's kind of interesting. It's got like sleep stuff and how you slept and how you feel. It's got mood stuff down at the bottom, like there's a happy face, a neutral face, and a sad face down here to see how your day was going. You can put a few words as to why. Let's see, when does this start? My Dream 2018. Money Plan. Oh, man. Where's the beginning? Favorite phrases? Book list? Oh, wow. This has got better stuff in it than I thought. Books you read. I constantly have trouble keeping track of that because I read a lot of books, but I have trouble keeping track of it. Movie list. That's fun. Gifts received. Promises made. I'm glad all this is in English, so I know what the heck's going on. All right, so this is the year, sort of. I don't know, you can use it for habit planning, habit tracking or something. Come on. Where's the beginning? That's the problem with these is they don't have tabs on them, so I don't know where they begin. Oh, good. So actually this begins with November. That's fun. Let's see when the actual weekly stuff begins. September. January. Oh my goodness, come on. Whoa. Oh, this is 2019. Wow, this goes into the future, huh? All right. So 2017. November. Okay, good. So it does start in November. Huh. March. Oh, it goes until March of 2019 is the last of these monthly things. And it starts with 2017, 10, 11. Okay, so that would be Halloween. Good, so we're actually into this. I can actually start using it now. All right, so I will be back soon. Now that I figured out where the heck this starts. What is today? Today is the 20th. There, perfect. All right, so there we go. That's my... that was maybe a little bit overlong, but whatever. I got a bunch of stuff from JetPens. You'll be seeing this stuff on the blog. I will see y'all later. Thank you again to my patrons. Y'all are the best. Those of you who haven't been patrons, hey, think about it. If not, you can check out the description below for information about like PayPal or whatever. If you want to support the blog but not on a regular basis, that's cool too. I totally get it. I'll never put anything behind a paywall. Everything will always be free. So thank you for contributing, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.